I really just want that number section to start doing drums like. Dun, 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 dun.
I can see your head
Anyway,
bopping
I'm
back there.
Tyson,
I'm Casey.
and this is Into the Stream. I always get pumped up for all the songs, the intros that we do. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden we start talking. I'm like, I'm sorry, everyone. I let you down.
If they could only see you bopping your head back there, and
No,
jamming,
really.
they'd love it.
So, anyway, yeah. So a lot of stressful times, it feels like lately. So I hope everyone's doing well, and we'll talk a little about what's going on with Copper Johns. But first, why don't we say hi? So first
What's
and
up,
foremost,
everyone?
we got it,
E-Rock.
Mr. E. He's always first. Him, Ellie, or Nick,
Yep.
and Brett.
And
How you doing,
Brett.
buddy?
Yep.
And then Nick. See,
Nick, what's
always
up?
see Brett when he's available. He's always going to be one of the first. And then we have Ellie. See, what's up? And then Travis. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you guys. Mark, appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing well.
What's up, Mark?
Jason will be here on Sunday on the Copper Lodge. I'm actually
Nice.
kind of pumped. Not actually, I'm really pumped. I as a joke, I'm like, I should just probably put a huge screen just in front and just say, just read jokes all day, because I love that. I was laughing so hard at what they were doing. I love their stream. It was just dad jokes for like 40 minutes straight. It was fun.
People had a laugh with it. That's awesome.
Dude, I was laughing so hard. I thought, who does this? And it was these two. It was just,
what makes the day better than a laugh, right? I mean,
yeah,
really.
And everyone was getting into it. Scott, Mr. Bruce City Beard, he kept reading it and reading the jokes and stuff. So it was fun. Hey, appreciate it. Yeah.
Yes.
It's Candace's birthday after this. I took her to lunch. We had some sushi. We had some hibachi and her favorite stuff. So, yeah, she's having a fun time. Right now, I can smell it. She's cooking bacon and hamburgers and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Where's Pampered Chef when you're talking about bacon? He's gonna pop
I know,
in
right?
any minute. Any minute.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Hey, Nick. What's up?
Speaking of, that guy's been working hard on his car.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't joking. Like when he showed us pictures of him getting into that little area in his car, I'm like, there's no way I couldn't do it. Physically, I could not do it. Like if my kids put a spoon and it falls into the disposal, yeah, this hand does not fit. It just doesn't. I can't. So there's certain things I just can't do.
There's stuff like that gets me irritated. I get too stressed with the working on vehicles and stuff. It really drives me nuts.
Dude, I can do an alternator, I can do the brakes, I can do stuff like that. But when it comes to like diving deep and getting my hands in, I can't do it.
Right. When you're holding on with the ends of your fingertips to try to hang on to it to get it.
Like people don't understand. I'm like, that's a 12-ounce can of soda. So anyway, what's up, Sam? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. The guy is on a weight loss. He's a weight loss machine. He's actually killing. I think I saw him drop below 300. So good job, man.
Congrats.
And Vato, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Vato?
Now here's one of my favorite guys out there, Vinny P. He is going to be on Copper Lodge again in March.
Okay.
He's going to be the first one that's on for the second time. I love talking to that guy. He's fun. The beard winner.
I have not.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Solitude is great. But I don't think I've ever seen you.
I haven't either.
Unless you switched your name.
Yep.
Remind me who you are,
someone
Mr.
else
Beard winner.
that's tricking us on here.
I know. What's up, Russ? How you doing, buddy? And E-Rock always comes early. Story of his life. Okay.
What's better than a laugh? Vinny.
Hey, Dan. How you doing? Hey, Richard. How you been? I don't think I've seen Richard on here. Have you, Richard?
Richard's been
Darren was me prior. Okay, Darren. I got you.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So,
And Dan, what's up, Dan?
we just got an email. Nicholas, how you been, buddy? All right. So we don't have that many in chat right now, but why don't we just dive and start talking? And as people come in, we can go from there.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do you want me to bring up the first question?
Sure.
Okay.
Or the month this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Sure. So as Copper Johns, we decided there's a lot of customers and a lot of you guys in the chat have asked several times if we can bring out scents more often and stuff like that. And I just didn't feel like doing it in a regular lineup, and so I decided to start doing a regular subscription service. So basically, every other month, starting in January, so January, March, May, June, July, August, September, and November will be gray line, and then the opposite months will be the regular line, and they're going to be a different scent every month, and every month is pretty much ready to go up to August. So we're still working on August, but we're doing well. So I think you guys are going to love it. Solitude is killing it right now. A lot of people love Solitude, and I've already gone through 2 bottles. I'm on my 3rd. You want to show them the butter?
Yeah.
And
I
then,
love the label. That label is awesome.
Yeah.
It looks really.
And if you look right there on the side, there's a ice fisherman by himself, and that's Solitude. Just when you're fishing by yourself, that's you're just free and you can relax and be yourself.
Zoom in there, probably not.
Yeah, so that's why I named it Solitude.
So this is the butter.
That's our new butter.
And you can see it's so smooth. It works in really good. Breaks down really good. Nice butter.
Yeah, I just used Skippers tonight, and the butter. And man, I love it. So again, we didn't reformulate it. We just switched up the ratios a little bit to make it a little bit more smoother. So it's still the same butter. It's just different ratios. Solitude. Oh, that's Josh. What's up, Josh? How you doing?
Whoops, that's me. Sorry, Tyson.
Stop looking at it. Solitude is my #1 Copper Johns as of now. That's awesome. Travis, mine too.
Travis,
by far mine. I've already gone through 2 bottles. I'm going to make me a 3rd bottle tonight.
I'm through almost, I'd say half a bottle, maybe a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
because I've got about through that much of this one, and then I had a little bottle before that. So
yes, Darren, it is. Yep, Solitude. I try to make it as after something from here. So Darren, since you are from around here, I'm naming one here shortly. I'm going to name it Devil Slide when you pass Morgan over by East Canyon.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So
how those rocks just shoot out of the mountainside like that. It's so cool.
And my grandpa's story that we can't talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Poli's, my grandpa Poli's actually lived across in an immigration settlement from Italy. They're all from Italy and they immigrated, and so they lived there. And there's a slide literally that's the whole entire mountain, and it looks like a slide, and it's just rock, jagged rock all the way up. And yeah. So Tyson, will Solitude be in the regular in February, or February a new set complete? Nope, just completely a brand new one. So Solitude will be gone January 31st. Then it will no longer be available. In January or February 1st, Cruise, Healthy Bearded, will be announcing on the CMU what the new scent is. And that's when the 2nd month of the subscription service will come out. And then if you've already put down for this month for Solitude, the same day you put down for that month is when you will hit my website or hit my orders, and that's when I will see it, and that's when I'll do it. So if you order on the 14th, January 14th, or February, or Valentine's Day is when I'll see the order, and I'll have it shipped out then. Okay. Hey, what's up, Troy? Hope you're feeling good, man. He sends me pictures all the time of people.
Hey, Rick.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I've seen Rick before. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah,
so Troy, though, he makes me laugh. So he sends me pictures all the time, and you see him too, of just dead alligators everywhere or crocodiles. I'm like, dude,
or that one.
Only in Louisiana are you driving and you hit a crocodile. Here it's like a deer or something like that.
You had seen that that picture of him with in the bayou, in the background, that was a really cool picture. But
Yeah.
he's had his drone up, I think, and he had an alligator right in a pond right next to him sitting over there. So
I'm excited because Cruz has never seen like I was telling you about. He was so pumped up to see Baton Rouge and the ponds and stuff. I'm like, dude, I can't wait for those guys and everyone to come up and see Jackson Hole and Yellowstone and experience that. So yeah, that's kind of what the monthly subscription. If anyone has any questions, feel free to hit us up. And we're most likely we'll get you the same
Bearded Dragon.
Hey Marvin, how you doing, man? Congrats on being back and your weight loss. He's lost over 100 pounds in a year.
Yeah, he looks really good.
He does. He looked really good. In my mind, I'm like, Marvin, just put your shirt on, man. You're not allowed just to have coveralls. Put a shirt on. No, but Marvin, that's awesome. Proud of you, man.
Yeah, good for you, Marvin. That's awesome. Hey, Smelly.
So, Troy, it's going to be Bearded Dragon. You can actually, he just came out today on a video and told us about his weight loss journey and stuff like that. It's really cool. But he's gone through a lot in his life. What's up, Ray? How you doing, man? Glad you're here. I haven't seen you here for a while. So, yeah, why don't we start with the questions then?
Okay.
So what we do, guys, is into the stream, we really want to ask you guys the questions. Basically what you guys think, and then we might have some answers. We might have our own theories, but mostly it's just we want to know what you think. For people who are brand new to the Copper Johns community, who've never been wearing beard products and stuff like that, we like to ask questions, and they can read the chat as they're looking at it and listening to it. And so that's our goal.
And Tyson came up with some really good ones this week. I need to work on my my topics, I think, because you brought some really good ones up. What do other people, in particular women, think of the bearded look?
Yeah. Because I don't know if anyone has TikTok, which I assume most of you do. There's a lot of things going out there right now where the women will like, if you have a beard, they just talk about it. What's up, Walt? I haven't seen you around. At least around us. Hey, Mayor. Yeah, so you'll see a lot of people in TikTok. A lot of women will talk about how they don't like beards, or they only like beards with, maybe a little bit of stubble, stuff like that. And I'm like, I really wonder what it is. And so I had to conduct some research and find out the answers to all this. And so I'm kind of interested. So what do you guys think? What do people, in particular women, think of the bearded look?
What did you think the answer? I mean, what did you think when you were doing the research? What did you think you were going to come up with?
I would say 15 to 25% of women like beards.
Yeah.
See, Candace was one before I had it. She hated facial hair.
Well, I see a lot of people daily with the business I'm in at the gas station. I see people coming through all the time, and more I'm seeing more and more facial hair. It's becoming more prevalent. That, or maybe I'm just noticing it more now that I've been taking care of my beard for so long, and maybe I'm just noticing people.
But see, that again is not what people think about it. Like the opposite sex or people. Right. This is you. Like people might be wearing beards more, but how do you think they're perceived? So Ray says, I get called too feminine because of my beard. I've never heard of that one. Just because you wear products and you smell good, that's not feminine.
I can see that with that masculine kind of attitude that, all I need is some motor oil in my beard and I'll be fine. You get that in some parts of the country.
I think a lot of people are like, when we're talking about this, because she's too feminine, which I highly, highly disagree.
Yeah.
But what is feminine about taking care of yourself? No, what is feminine about smelling good? What is a feminine? I mean, it's not. That's masculine to me. You're taking care of yourself so that you can be better. That's not feminine at all.
Yeah, it's self. I mean, just having a little bit of pride in yourself, being able to take care of yourself a little bit. Well, having a little.
And I know Ray has some high self-esteem, which is a good thing, and so I'm sure he had a good comeback. Hate it. Someone said they won't go out with me unless I cut it. See.
Huh.
See, I was required per a play to grow it, or Candace probably would hate it.
Yeah.
And so after I started growing it and it was on so long that she absolutely just loved it. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man?
And I've heard that a lot too. I've heard one of my employees at the store said his wife thought she didn't want him to have a beard until he actually grew it out. He always had that stubble. She always had him shave it, and then he just asked her, why don't you let me grow it out once? And he grew it out, and ever since then she hasn't let him shave again. He said so.
So Vinny, he goes, women love the beard. I legit have them asking about it, touching it, etc., like all the time. Vinny, it's because you're freaking Vinny.
I don't get that all the time. So
yeah, that's what I mean. It's Vinny, unless Texas is different and they just love facial hair. But I think that's hilarious. I'm like, it's because it's you, Vinny. They probably ask to touch your quads too.
Yeah. Muscles has something to do with it too, I think, Vinny.
I dated a girl, and after 2 weeks, she told me either the beard goes or I go. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
I only know what my wife thinks. She said I can't shave again like ever. See, that's what Candace said. Totally agree. I'm married. I don't care what those women think. Absolutely. See?
There you go.
But see, someone like Dan and E who are dating people and they say, it's the beard or not. Yeah, that's why you don't want to change for someone. So that's why you find someone else. My wife isn't a huge fan of big beards. Okay. So is this the size of your picture that you have? Is this the size of your beard?
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know that I've seen a lot of pictures of Sam. So
my wife just brought me bacon.
Oh, now.
Dead serious. So what happened is we bought 50 pounds of bacon for $105 over Christmas. So we have so much bacon. So she just decided to make some.
You might as well free up some room in the freezer again.
Dude, shut up. Congratulations. 8 days? No, you should not run. She's awesome.
Awesome.
Oh,
congrats,
Walt. Kidding. You shut up, Ray. Run. No. My wife even loves it. She did before I grew one.
Very nice,
Walt. Doesn't let me cut it. See, I'm the same way, Vinny. My wife hates my long beard, but loves my short beard. I didn't get a lot of comments when I had a long beard, though. I did get a lot of comments. I and the women I know love facial hair, particularly bald and bearded. See, I've been asking my wife if I can shave my head, and she won't let me.
Tyson almost had me talked into a live shave on screen here, but I don't know if
next Wednesday we got to get a school shaver. Just talk to Ken, get his code, buy it, and do a school shaver on live right now. I think that'd be cool. Actually,
I am shaving. Have
you ever went bald?
I don't know when. What's that?
Have you ever went bald?
I've never shaved my head completely. I've buzzed down to 0, but
Dude,
I've never actually shaved my head, which I'm gonna do.
You're gonna have to. That would be awesome. I get called Grizzly Adams. Nice. Actually, I like that.
Hey, Josh.
What's up, Josh? How you doing, buddy? I'm glad you have bad gas. Thanks for sharing, man. The guys who say that
next time
are the same ones who go home and spend twice the time on their beard and have little. Yeah. Marvin goes, every woman that's ever been in my life has liked the beard. By the way, Marvin, I don't know if it's because you lost weight, but your beard looked epic in that video. Your beard looked really good. If they want me, then they better want the beard too. See? Because it's a part of you, and that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today too. So I'm never shaving my even go Miss Jackson with it. Wink. You're so dumb. Women I want in my life like beards. There you go. All right, so we'll be talking forever if I keep going over all this. My wife would boycott if I shaved. She's all about the beard. All right, one more. No quad touch, but I have asked many times if I could lick my head, actually my bald head. Pervert. What's up, Josue? Glad you can make it. I feel since we're good friends, Tyson, that I could share that nugget of info.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, but are you good friends with everyone? I'm just joking. What gets me is the beardos in the comments. Stay bearded. Then their new day IG post their hairless face. I see that quite a bit too, Russ.
Hold on, Tyson. I got to get my dog before she knocks my door in here. Hold on.
Oh, okay. So just he traveled over to our house with his wife, and he brought his dog. It's a $2,000. It looks like a wolf. It's her name is Aurora, and she's gorgeous and very well mannered. But I updated my picture on here, and that's how much I have more.
Okay,
dude, that looks like a great beard. I didn't know you had a red beard. Does that look red?
Changed your picture too, Sam.
Yeah, he just did it so that we could see what it looks like. The most recent picture. I think it looks good, man.
Yeah,
I like that beard. Is that too long for your wife, or is that just right?
It looks like he keeps it maintained.
It looks pretty long.
Yeah.
So Marvin, thanks. I actually did a beard trim back in October. I kind of like it better at that. Like, I don't know. It looks good, man. It looks good. Oh wait, that was live. All right. So here's the answer to this. I have 5 answers. So the first one is facial hair facts show that 33% of men in America and 55% of men all over the world have facial hair. So that's a fact number 1. So and it's growing significantly. Yep. So the beard industry. So what's funny is when I was doing all this, Gillette came out with a thing saying the beard, like the razor industry, like what Gillette's in and stuff like that, is a $2.4 billion industry in 2018. I want to say.
Okay.
By 2021, it was 2.2 billion or 2.1 billion. So it's gone down $300 million.
Okay.
And so they see it dwindling, and whereas they see now this is worldwide.
Yep.
Right now, worldwide beard. So that was just in America. So but in worldwide, it was $24.1 billion was the beard industry, and by 2026, they expect it to be $46 billion.
Oh wow!
And so they're seeing a significant decline in razors and a significant increase
because of the beard increase, the beard industry. Yeah.
So there's a ton of people who are deciding to start growing facial hair.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
and taking care of it because it looks good.
Right.
And then like we were talking about in the previous chats, it used to not be socially accepted.
Well, it looks good, and there's a purpose to it. I mean, there's that. Like we've said a bunch of times, that natural kind of face protectant. You don't have to wear as much sunscreen. I mean, it's just there's a bunch of different things that can benefit you, not other than besides that too. So yeah, it makes sense.
So Nick wants to know how the trip was. You can tell him about Park City and everything. It was pretty cool.
The trip was awesome. The drive is long. It's about a 13-hour drive, I think, down, but the scenery is just beautiful on the way down there. You get into parts of Wyoming where there's 200-mile stretch where you have no towns. So it's pretty desolate, but the scenery makes up for it. We got down there and we went to Park City for one night. We went out and ate. Ate some Mexican out at Park City that night.
Dude, this bacon is amazing.
I had some street tacos. They were pretty good. Park City at night was just awesome. The lights up there, it's something to see. If you've never been to that area, Tyson was kind of sad he didn't get to take me in the daytime, but the lights of the city and everything, it just made it worth it. So
those who are coming to Jackson Hole Retreat, I will be taking everyone and showing them Park City, and I thought everyone could do alpine slide if they choose to.
Yeah,
that's when it's the huge slide that they go down the mountain in their own cart and stuff. It's really fun.
There's so much to do out there. That whole area, the Salt Lake area, is just there's so much to do. It's, where I'm out here.
It's the state that's growing the fastest right now.
I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm in a town of 400 people. It's my home where I live. I work in a town of 200 people. So our county is probably, I don't know, 10,000 people smaller than one of your cities out there. So
right.
We're in a tiny little area. So just getting out into that, it's amazing.
Well, like I showed you, like the whole Wasatch Front is one city.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're growing. But Dragon, Marvin said, I think the only thing that's keeping... you switched it.
I'm sorry. I just clicked off of his.
So I think the only thing that's keeping the razor business afloat is men shaving their heads.
Yeah.
And I think so too. What the heck is a razor? Like a box cutter to the face, right? It's almost like nature intended to have us to have them. I know, right?
Exactly, Ken.
Vinny, for real though,
It is.
man, I need you to come up for this trip. I know that you were planning on coming to and work happen, but if you can get here, man, try. It's going to be fun. Andy,
If there's ever a place I'd want to get away to, we used to say it was the Black Hills. I think Utah's my new destination.
oh, I love it. I wonder what round trip tickets from the holiday Florida cost. Where are you, Tyson? I'm about 30 minutes north of downtown Salt Lake. I'm about 45 minutes from Park City. I live in a good spot, I think.
If you can get into Salt Lake, it's easy to get around from there. I mean, everything's kind of right there.
Wyoming, Sam.
Wyoming.
Yeah, so it's going to be June 30th to July 3rd. And Casey right now is working with a man at a hotel to try to get everyone a discounted rate. Once that happens, then we'll release all the information so that everyone can get in.
I'm working on the discounted rate. I don't know unless we physically book the rooms. I don't know if we're going to have discounted rates. And the way I'd rather work it out is if I can hold a set number of rooms, have you guys call and book them. That way we're not stuck with something. If I was to hold 15 rooms and say 10 of you didn't decide to get the rooms, we'd be stuck with those. So it's kind of hard, but I'm working on it. I should have more information in the next week on some of that. So
Vinny, I actually don't use a razor on my head either. I use a pit bull shaver. Is pit bull a lot like skull shaver? June 30th to July 3rd. Just message me and we'll talk.
They look a lot alike. I think the pit bull and the.
Yeah. All right. So here's the second one. So the first one was the 33. Now here's the second one. Based on facial hair alone, 41% of women find clean-shaven men more attractive. So you're talking about 59% of other women like a beard.
And there's that term we're trying to get away from, right? Clean shaven.
That's what I'm just giving you what the survey said.
That's the standard. A
lot more people are going to be like Ellie and my wife Candace and Mel, from Coach Ken, and I think so. Yeah, most of us. Vinny does. I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call. It's throwing me off. Vinny does razor, leave stubble because I like my head slick. There you go. That's a good question. Next one. The general view of men with beards, however, is that they are thought to be older, more respected, of higher status, and more powerful than their clean-shaven counterparts. And what's funny is they actually said that on average, a beard makes you look 8 years older. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess it depends on if you're gray when you're 32 and you're gray, it might make you look like you're 40, but I don't know. I'm 42 and I feel like I look like 42.
I definitely makes you look older. I don't know how much, but I'm sorry. I was just looking up. I can't. Someone asked how far Gillette was from Jackson Hole, and
Gillette is
400 miles.
Yeah, it's kind of opposite. Gillette is not a pretty part of Wyoming.
It's right where I'm coming through. I'm driving through there. So anyone going down that way, if I can pick you up on the way, I'm driving down that way.
So Manny Grant went gray in the mid-20s. So Mark, do you think it makes you 8 years older? Just kind of curious. It looks like you're 8 years older. Wait, Aaron Rodgers here? What's up, man? Hey, Aaron. I will say, gray or not, I look 50 with the beard and 15 without. I am 41, and people guess my age between 32 and 35. The beard helps me look longer. I actually agree with that. His beard, when he was on the beard competition, his beard, he did look younger than 41. I agree with that.
You're just an oddity all the way around, E-Rock.
I know, right? Fun fact, my brother-in-law is 30 and I'm 23. Last Sunday at the bar, he got card and I didn't. Thank the beard.
There you go.
41% of women prefer bald face versus 59 preferred beard. How is this, Bob? How is this? Not at all. Jackson Hole is roughly a 9-hour drive for me. Yeah, it's about 5 for me. So you're only 4 hours from me, man.
That's about how far it is from me, probably.
I don't know if I look older than 52, but if I shaved, I definitely would look younger. There you go. So I think you look at your age. I really do. All right, the next one from this survey. On the downside, bearded men were thought to be 51% less cheerful, 36% less caring, and 38% less generous than those without beards.
What? Where did they get that information from?
I'm sure it's a phone call or something like that, and those are the questions they asked.
Wow.
So what do you think about that?
That's baloney.
I get the cheerful. So, like I was telling you, when I was in my last play, I was in Oliver, and I had to grow my beard. And every parent, and there was probably about 20 kids in that show, every parent had to come talk to me, make sure that I wasn't going to hurt their kids.
Really?
Dead serious. Like they were so nervous because I'm a big guy. And I played Bill Sykes, so I was a mean guy in the play, and they just had to make sure that I was really nice because they were afraid that I was going to hurt their kids. I thought it was hilarious.
Wait a minute, guys. You know you're coming to a play, right?
Yeah. But every parent, as soon as I talk to them, they're like, "Oh, okay, he's nice." But I'm like, seriously?
That's funny. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe the stereotype is with less cheerful, maybe would be like, you know, the whole homeless stereotype, like if you've got a long beard or, you know, if you grow out your beard too much, you kind of considered that homey kind of look. I don't know, maybe that's it. I have no idea why they would say that. It doesn't make sense to me.
See, and I get the cheerful. I mean, if we're just being serious in the beard but see, Vinny's kind of intimidating if you don't know him. And I meant that in a nice, like, I'm not being like
Vinny seems like the nicest person ever.
No, he does, right? And he is the nicest person ever. Like, we know him, but his physical presence,
right?
His overall, if you don't know him, I can see how he'd be intimidating. He might not look happy, but 36% less caring and 30. What's funny is some of the most caring and most generous people I know are
bearded. Exactly. You know, and that kind of. That surprises me too, because the typical
Andy,
bearded.
Okay, this is me dragging you good-hearted guys down.
You think about a bearded man, you think of like Santa Claus, and like, how is that not cheerful? Come on now, guys.
People don't realize I'm almost 60, even with my gray beard. Dude, I didn't know you were 60.
Who is?
Marvin. I thought he was the same age as close to Jason.
I would have said like maybe close to 50.
I had no idea you were that old, Marvin.
Huh.
Aaron, if I didn't know you, how old would I think you are? Mid-20s. Kind of where you are, man. So... Oh, please help Bourbon Bayou Bluegrass for the pain management appointment tomorrow. See, I like Bourbon Bayou, but...
Bourbon Bayou is a nice sentence. I love it.
That's because clean-shaven men are wimpy. I'm just looking down. There's a man with a white beard and a red suit. How is he not carrying her? Right.
Exactly. That's it.
I can see not caring part because I don't care about squat and I look like it. Brett, it's you and Andy. You're bringing us down, man. I'm an old fart, Tyson. All right. So, and oh, wait.
There was one more you had there.
Yeah. Just looking. Okay. The last one. However, so it went on to say, however, survey in Modern Gentleman concluded. I wanted to put where I got this from. That's why I edited Modern Gentleman.
Yes, smart, because I did.
Beards are worn by some 98% of the world's warriors, rebels, outdoorsmen, and lumberjack. I'm like, where did they get this information from? But either way, I get it.
Yeah.
But see, that goes back to the stereotype that was a few years back. Rebels, outdoorsmen, lumberjacks. That to me, that is That is a stereotypical thing on bearded men.
100%. And now they're trying to say that warriors, rebels, outdoorsmen, and lumberjacks aren't cheerful. They're not generous.
Right? I'm like, hey,
What are
I've
you
given
trying to
my
say
fish
here?
away.
What's that?
Nothing. Tyson, speaking of Bourbon Bayou, I put a beard on Zeb Live this morning. I still smell it so good. I really, if you like Nog Champa and tobacco and all that goodness, I totally agree. So Google Maps said it would be a 7-hour drive to get to Jackson Hole from Gillette with stops. Yep, that's about right. I love people, and the most part, people love me. I agree with that. You're a good dude, man. I am kind of a special rebel, though. Kind of a rebel, though. You are. We are Spartan. What is your profession? Such a good show. That has to be the old, considering today's warriors would be clean-shaven military. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to be doing what is it called? I'm going to be doing a video talking about the history of the beards and all that kind of stuff, and talking about this because, yeah, talking about Alexander the Great and the reason why we don't have it, and back in the day why we don't have there's no clean, because of the gas mask and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is a clean-shaven, stereotypical man wannabe doing the study, right? By the way, going back to the guy that said people think a beard was feminine, my ex-girlfriend thought I was weird because of how deep into the beard stuff I am, and said it was weird I put oils in it.
There's that, yeah. There's a lot of, there's a lot less people, we've said this before, that know about any of beard stuff than I ever thought.
Well, like I said, my neighbor, he just started growing a beard and he started itching. I'm like, "Okay, just put this on." And he's like, "Well, how do I do it?"
Yeah, what is this?
And it blew my mind away. I'm like, "Wait, you really don't know how to put oils in and stuff like that?" And so I had to show him. He's like, "You need to do a video of this." I'm like, "We have them."
Yeah,
but
all over.
But I'm like, "We can easily do it." And I went and showed him how to do it and stuff like that. And then now it's his favorite thing. He's the one that I put on Instagram with just a picture with him and his face.
Okay, yep.
That was him. Most men during the medieval times didn't shave and they grew their beards, and I looked up and knights and beard to show strength. Absolutely. Love that. I don't know. I don't put that quotations down playing military just in case that offended anyone. Oh, we weren't worried, but appreciate you saying that, man. We grow our beards the second we get out. Yep. There's a lot of you guys, Ken. A lot of you guys.
Hey, Tommy.
All right. Sorry, I just got an email that popped up where my comments were. VDP, actually, they stay clean shaven because out in the field, they tend to need to reserve fresh water and don't have much to shave in time for hygiene. I believe that. One of my favorite shows on TV, and I don't get to watch a lot, is Seals, but you have to be on Paramount. You have to actually have a subscription for Paramount Plus, same way where you get Yellowstone and stuff. And Seals is on, and yeah, they grow their beards out when they're out in the field because they don't have time and they want to be right. Sometimes you have to be undercover, and they have beards and stuff like that. So,
my brother got to.
I don't know how realistic it is, but I love that show.
My brother got to grow one over, but he was a counterintelligence, so he was able to do that.
Yeah. All right. Dad probably popped out. Hey, I got a video on that. He really does. He has a video on a lot. Uniformity is another reason. Not every man can grow a beard that will boost their uniform appearance. Okay. That's what I say, and that's what I say about long hair, because everyone's like, "Are you growing out your hair long?" I'm actually am. I mean, this is a good foot right now. My mullet, and so I'm just going to grow everything out. See, Mark, you know what's up. I knew I liked you.
SEAL Team is awesome.
It's a really good show. It used to just be on CBS, but now they've like raised the bar. So it used to be like a PG-13, and now it's an R rating.
Now it is? Okay. I haven't watched the new ones. I haven't watched them for a while. I haven't watched anything for a while.
Yeah, usually we're just watching YouTube.
YouTube has taken over my life almost. Well, not really, but Taking over my TV watching.
Russ, bearded Wolverine sneezes and his beard grows a quarter, man. It's so true. Same with Johnny.
That thing is thick, man. It sticks out.
Oh, and it looks good.
Yeah.
He could grow like a mac with the cheese type
yeah.
of beard.
You know,
really good.
It's usually you get those beards that stick out and they don't look great, but they make them look good.
I wish I could grow something like that. Is it?
See, when mine does that, it's not full enough.
Now, I've always wondered this, right. Brett. I've always wondered because I'm I work for the Air Force, but I'm not a part of it. Like I'm not enlisted, so I've always wondered how military
accurate
looks at military shows. Like I love Band of Brothers, I love Pacific, those HBO short series, Saving Private Ryan. I love all those, so I always wonder how people really think about it. Yeah, mine too.
Is he just messing with you?
Oh, well, I still wonder. And also, I've heard a lot of people who are in those certain types of wars that they can't watch shows like that because of
I've heard some people, ex-military or people in the military that can't watch some of those shows.
Yeah, me too. I love like World War II stuff. I love that time of history. It's really entertaining to me. All right, you want to start with the next one?
Yeah, the next one is we're kind of going off beard topic here on some of the next ones. So going into talking about the Jackson Hole trip, and me and my wife, we've been talking about camping and doing some more camping because it's been a few years since we were able to. Who in chat likes camping out here? Who all likes camping? I love it. It's something I haven't been able to do the last couple of years with how everything's been going, but who all likes camping here? Throw a yes in or a thumbs up in chat if you like camping. So,
you know what my favorite part of camping is?
What?
The fire.
The fire, yeah.
At night, because then you're with your family and you're all talking and you're having fun and you're just looking into the fire and just having fun.
Yeah, but that's one of those things like laughter. There's nothing like a good campfire, sitting around at a campfire and just relaxing with the family.
And I also like when I catch fish and I bring it and that's what we're going to have for dinner. And you gut it and you put it in a tin foil and then you put it on the side of the fire pit and just kind of, oh man.
With some butter in there, yep.
And bacon that I'm eating right now.
So who all likes camping? Love camping. Camping or glamping? Well, either one. Well, let's just go either one. If you like throwing a tent up, if you like pulling the camper behind you.
Well, no. So even if you have a camper, is it glamping? Like Fowler, who helped us with our outdoor lane and stuff like that. He in one of his videos, he created a really nice glamper. And like where he has his PlayStation there.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, and he's
I wouldn't mind doing
that battery box that he can power everything in there, and unless I have air conditioning, I won't go. Well, there you go. You pull the camper behind you, Brett. It's been forever. Yeah.
Seems like a lot of it has been forever.
Yeah. The last couple of years hasn't been the greatest for a lot of people. And
we haven't been able to go just because I don't want to miss out on making sure that all the customers get their orders on time and stuff like that. But we do have a fire pit in the back so that we use that quite a bit. Like every Sunday during the summer, we always use it.
Next question here. What do you guys think the 3 most important things to bring camping is? What is beyond that? What are the 3 most important things that you guys would bring on a camping trip? Nothing like sleeping under
toilet paper.
D-Rock answered prematurely on that one. S'mores.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
What's up, Brad? How you doing, man? Yeah, I would definitely bring toilet paper, a toothbrush, and my sleeper and my sleeping bag.
food, fishing rod, and a tent. That's all you need, right?
Oh yeah.
Tent, fishing pole, and beard oil. There you go, Ross. Water, fire starter, and teepee.
See, he gets it.
Yeah. Shelter, water, and food.
Food, beer, firewood.
And the dogs. And the dogs. You can bring that's not an extra. You can bring them along. That's all right. You can add them. Socks, baby wipes, and bug repellent for Brad. Brad's got to have his fishing pole with him, definitely. How you doing, Brad?
But see, that's what he does every day now.
Yeah.
Fishing pole, beer, and tent.
He might as well just live out there in the tent with his fishing pole.
Some of his videos, I swear that's what he does. I love his videos. Bug spray, shelter,
water, food, water. That we'll consider that one. If food, water, toilet paper.
If there's no comma, it is one.
Yeah, right. Phone. That's all Nicholas needs is a phone.
All the places where I camp, there's no phone service.
But I don't camp, so I don't have to worry. Water source, sleeping bag, and MREs.
Oh, my dad used to do MREs. That's all he did. That's when I got introduced to Dutch oven, beer battered cheesy potatoes.
Okay.
Holy crap!
They sound good.
They slice up. You slice up a potato.
Mm-hmm.
And then they put tons and tons and tons of cheese. Then they just open a can of Budweiser, pour it in, and then they just cook it. And
wow,
it's amazing.
That sounds really good.
Oh, dude, my mouth's watering. I love that. It's one of my favorite things to eat.
So we're gonna since we've got about 10 minutes left on the hour here, Tyson.
Okay.
So I'm just going to jump into some of our beard routine catch or releases. You guys remember what we do on these. I'm going to throw up a couple topics. And you guys throw either a catch or a release on what you think of the topic here.
Russ wants to know what MREs
are. Meal ready to eat, right?
Yep, it's basically what the military does that you have in your packs, and so that right when when you have time to eat, you can rain down them.
They're like dried. It's like basically like dried food. So you can add water, and eat it right up. My brother used to have some when I was a kid.
100%, Andy.
I can't remember what the flavor or what the.
They have all different types of flavors.
But I used to eat them dry. I just break it off.
Bag nasties.
Yeah.
My dad used to, when my dad would get off deployment and stuff, he would always give it to me. And I'm like, this is nasty.
There was one of them that wasn't that bad. I can't remember what it was, but.
Yeah, I remember.
Maybe
like, this is not pasta.
All right. So, beard butter or lotion? Who in here uses lotion or beard
butter? Body butter. Yeah, body butter.
Body butter, yes.
All of us would say beard butter.
So either a body butter or a lotion. Who wears that in chat? Is that a catch or a release for you?
I'm definitely a body butter.
Yeah, I've been using nothing but this for lotion. Well, this and beard butter. I'll use beard butter too. Actually, I'll just rub the rest on my arms and on my elbows.
We did a video eating a cheeseburger MRE. It was, dude, it sounds terrible.
A cheeseburger MRE, yeah.
You know what though? And I'm not making a claim. This is not me making a claim. But speaking of beard butter, so my daughter has eczema really, really bad. My 8-year-old, like it looks like in the desert, when the ground gets all crackled and you see. That's what her skin looks like, and it starts to bleed and stuff. And we started doing the last cast beard butter, and it's taking it away. And I'm like, I really like our beard butter and what it can do. What's up, Amrit? How you doing, man?
There's a lot of people that are neither or release, don't use lotion. Travis uses a body butter.
Body butter is awesome. It's a little thicker than regular lotion.
Sam uses a lotion. Gets bad cracked hands.
It happens, man. That's what I'm saying. See, Ellie says my eczema laughs at body butter and lotion
Ah, it
because
doesn't
she
work.
actually did. I think above she said she uses beard butter for that.
Yeah.
And that's what I use for my. That's what
Well, see,
we have
most
my daughter take.
lotions and even our body butter has a little bit of alcohol, which can help. Acetyl alcohol can be good for those kinds of things, but it doesn't always work for everyone.
What up, Gary? Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in here until
Use
just now.
all the way up his arm. Yep. I'll use the excess on my arms and even rub it in my knees and my legs.
Well, and it takes away the ashiness of your elbows too. Like the beard butter, like you
Mm-hmm.
have a little extra. You just right here and put it on there, and then on that, dude, it takes it right away.
It's dry all the time here. That's Utah, yeah. He's in Utah, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Most people in the winter they'll get bloody noses and stuff like that here in Utah.
I used to get dry scalp, and
For body butter, I actually beard butter. I use I use. What's funny is I went to my barber that I always go to, and they're like, "Well, let me just trim get all the your mullet and just get it all nice and everything, so it looks get all the double split ends and stuff like that."
Yep.
And she was looking through. It's like, "What do you put on your hair? Because you have no damaged hairs."
Yeah.
Like I use my beard butter.
Yep.
That's how I style my beard. I just do that and I'll just put it in. It's like
even the
this
lotion
is amazing.
I've been using because in the wintertime it gets really dry, and after a shower I'll flake a little bit sometimes just from it being so dry, and my skin will get really dry. So what I've been using and been doing is taking some of my extra oil, and I'll just take a good
100%.
A good amount of oil, and I'll work it into my scalp and work it and just rub it into my skin before the shower. And then it seems like my skin doesn't get as dry. My scalp doesn't get as dry.
I'm going to be actually touching that because like coconut oil that's in the carrier blends of most oils, that actually has lauric acid in it, which helps prevent damaging, and it helps with protein synthesis and soakage. And so basically it helps hydrate your hairs. It's like coconut oil has a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people will use, like women especially, will use that on the tips of their hair and things like that to help keep those split ends not coming and stuff like that. So E goes, Ellie is water. No. I use lotion in the winter. I get really dry skin during the winter. Yeah. Brad, you're in Georgia. It doesn't get winter, isn't it? Isn't it like 70 degrees still in Georgia?
Well, it was 40 degrees there the other day. He was freezing.
Oh, it was? I must have missed that.
No, I think it is cold down there right now. I think they're having a cold front.
Oh, I didn't know it got cold there. I'm dead serious.
I think
because when I lived in Texas, they're like, dude, it's so cold. I'm like, it's 65.
There was, I think, highs of like the high 30s, freezing temperatures for down south right now. I think even into Texas, parts of Texas.
Well, now here's an old friend. How you doing, Dave? It's been a long time. Love that guy. It's good to see you, man. So in Colorado too, Texas, my older daughter gets randomly bloody nose in winter all the time. Yeah, it's just because it gets so dry.
I used to all the time. Yeah, that's right. You're in Colorado. I keep thinking you're on the East Coast, Ellie, for some reason.
See, Kent, you're just like me and Casey. It sounds like exactly. Superb owl. Alabama.
Yep.
It's 63. See, that's not cold to me. But see, also, it was like 18 degrees and I didn't wear a coat today.
It was one.
But I'm wearing a Dixon, so.
Well, it was a high of two or three here today. It was negative 20 something again.
Yeah, but you're like what, 10 pounds? Like when we were in Park City and we drove up there and walked up. You were freezing. Candace was freezing. Your wife was freezing, and I'm just like, this feels amazing. And it was like what, 23, 24 degrees.
I get cold easy. It'll be 29 on Saturday. Yeah, I knew it was supposed to be cold down there. Even Texas is getting freezing temperatures, I think.
Yeah, and see, Utah, we're warm for Utah. I think the high was 40 today. The low when I went to work was 18.
He said it's 63 right now, I think. So it's still warm right now.
Well, I didn't know Louisiana got cold either. See, you learn stuff every day. See, I get that. That's cold.
Yeah, 60s is perfect, though. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's about that time. Is there anything else that you have for us?
How about one Copper John's quiz?
Yeah, whatever.
Who in here knows where the name Copper John's Beard Company came from, and why does it mean so much to Tyson?
Good question. Tyson, we get months of 100-degree weather plus heat index, then a huge drop off in temperatures. That's true. So that is true. You do get acclimated to the weather that you're at. And so I just know in Utah, like I grew up in Idaho, and that was cold. Then you would come to Utah and it's not. Don't bother leaving Hawaii during winter. I get cold at 70.
Where did the name Copper John's Beard Company come from, and why does it mean so much to Tyson?
Yeah, I think everyone has bought.
I see the why, or I see the where it came from part, but why does it mean so much to Tyson? That's what I'm trying to. That was the biggest part of that question.
See, I think Mark has it.
Mark's the closest one I see. Yep. And you're all right. Definitely.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yep. Fishing lure, fly fishing lure, the fish hook, and he loves fishing. The family loves fishing lure. But the biggest thing, was it your brother and you?
My brother actually came up with the name.
Yes.
Yeah.
And did you fish with your grandpa a lot? And it was
I grew up fishing with my grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we would do. He'd take me everywhere with him to go fishing. And so I grew up just to love him and love fishing. And that's why we have Polies, because that's his name.
Yep. There you go.
Nickname. And that's why we're going to name an Oil Devil Slide one day. And but it has to be dark. So I'm working with Andy. I haven't had a chance to. Me and him are working together, and that we are going to come up with something pretty cool.
So with the family loving fishing, and with that the Copper John was their favorite lure to use, so that's where they kind of came up with that name from. So, and that's one reason why it means so much to them, because family is so important to Tyson and Copper Johns.
Yeah. So everyone was right.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm saving all them to get off my lawn hat. Yeah, here shortly, I'm going to be getting some specialty made ones for everyone, just because we're running out of colors because everyone's got them. There's 10 colors. I
think having if you said, like you said last time, where we can work on getting some special lures.
Yeah. So the thing is they're going to be Copper Johns, but they're not going to be maybe fishable if I get them special. Where the ones that I have now are actual legit Copper Johns, and they can fish with them. If I get them specialty made, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be fishable. That's the only problem.
Why? Just because you wouldn't be able to rig them up, or what do you mean? Or just
because it might not be copper in order to get the right color. Because right now the copper is the weighted head, and so it goes down with it.
Sure.
So think of it as a sinker, and I don't think it'll be able to sink with different colors. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Because I want everyone to have a real experience if they like them.
Well, can't they just? I mean, it wouldn't be the color copper, but wouldn't they just be able to color it somehow? I don't know.
I don't know. Just telling you what I'm telling you.
Maybe Brad knows.
Yeah, Brad would know. Actually, Brad wouldn't know. He doesn't fly fish.
No, he doesn't, but he knows a lot about lures and stuff.
He really
if you're ever wondering about lures or setting up a fishing rig or anything, check out Bearded Brad for sure.
So
Tackle Tuesdays, he does good stuff on Tuesdays. Yeah, anything else?
No, I think it's about 7:00, so that's about to start. And appreciate you guys all for hanging out with us for tonight. And I'm going to be on the Copper Lodge with Jason Klein on Sunday. That should be fun. And if you guys ever need anything from us, Casey and I are just a click around.
Always here.
Oh, he's tried once.
Okay.
So yeah, just feel free to give us a call. Message us, whatever's best for you guys. We're around.
Thank you all for watching tonight.
All right. Just 1 sec. I have to do this. Last time I didn't do it. All right. Have a good one, guys.